YouTube, it's your girl DeeDee. Welcome back to the channel. So I am back with another reaction video, but before we get into the video, if you are new to the channel and you haven't subscribed and you like the content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It is free to subscribe. Also share and like the video and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. So you guys see the title. This woman claims there are so many rich black girls in Atlanta because of the many rich black men. If you're an attractive woman in Atlanta, don't act like there ain't no black men invested in you somewhere, child. So we're gonna talk about it. I want you to chime in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts on this. What do you think of this? Let me know, but let's go ahead and get into it. Here we go.
So I've seen a few posts lately where people are asking, like, why are there so many rich black girls in Atlanta? Like, where the regular black girls at? Why everybody riding around in this and carrying this and wearing that and living in that? I'm gonna tell you why there's so many rich black girls in Atlanta. That's because there's so many rich black men in Atlanta. Come on, y'all. It's going to make both sides mad right here. Women acting like they may have a business that's paying them well and they doing well. But if you're an attractive black woman in Atlanta, don't act like ain't no black man invested in you somewhere. Don't act like you ain't got no rich black man money running somewhere through your business or your household, because you do. Also, it's going to make the men mad because y'all hate to hear that men are actually out here investing in these women like this, pouring into these women.
I don't think that men are hating the fact that there are many would call simps who are pouring into these women. I think they just see the foolishness of it all, that a lot of these women are out here using these men for their own gain. I think that's what a lot of men and other women see, that this is not about relationships and building stable relationships. It's about women finessing men and giving them what they want sexually or intimately, but using them to further their own careers and their successes. Now, if that's what you want to do, that's no problem, but people still can see and acknowledge it for what it is. And I think that's the part that women don't like, because it makes the men see it a different way. And then when they decide not to do it, then these women are on their own. And not to say that there aren't some successful women out there who are actually doing it themselves, but I think she does have a point when she points out that the majority of these women who are successful, they've gained this success with the help of a man. This is why when you hear most women who say they got it out the mud and they're doing it by themselves, many times they didn't do it by themselves. How many times we hear women who say, you know, they were once married and got a divorce, they left the man, and then they got spousal support, or they got child support, or they got money from the divorce. They turn around and use that money and start businesses. That's still money coming from a man. How many times we hear women who talk about, hey, I need a man to come into my life and add to my life, and I want him to pour into me. I want him to invest in me. I want him to give me the money to start the business. We hear women say this all the time. They're looking for a sponsor. They're looking for a man to come in and bring his resources and teach them the game so that they can get it on their own, just to turn around and say they did it all by themselves, because they never acknowledge the people who helped them get there. Because the perception is, oh, these black women are getting up, doing it on their own. They're handling their business, and they're establishing themselves, but they don't tell you the truth all the times. They don't really tell you that, hey, there are some men lurking in the background who actually helped them get to where they are, but they never acknowledge them. So I think she really does have a point there, but women are the ones who get the big head, so to speak, get the big head and start believing their own hype, that nobody helped them. They only did one part, but I did the rest. Well, that person did help you. Without that person lending you their resources or their knowledge, you may still be struggling, or you may not have the success that you have. So I think there is something to be said about it, but I don't think men looking on are mad about it. They're just acknowledging for what it really is. But let's continue.
Stop acting like you did it on your own, like you got it out the mud. If you're attractive, I guarantee some rich black man somewhere, if you have access to that pool of men, have invested in you somewhere. And black men, hate to confront y'all with it, men are pouring into women out here. Stop calling them simps. It is what it is. If he got the money and he want to invest it, he doing it. So yeah, that's why so many rich black women in Atlanta, because there's so many rich black men in Atlanta. I said it.
And once again, call a spade a spade. If that's what it is, that's what it is. Just because you got it don't mean you're supposed to give it away. And it also, too, these men know what it is. They know what they're getting out of the situation. This is what you call a situationship. These are not solid, stable, real relationships based on love and growing and building. It's a situationship. You know what I want, and you're going to give me what I want, and I'm going to give you what you want. These are situationships. These are women who are selling themselves to the highest bidder. That's exactly what it is. This is why a lot of women are out here saying, I'm just trying to get to the bag. When you hear a woman say, I'm just trying to get to the bag, then you know what she's about. She's only about getting from you and giving you what she assumes you want. So if you are a man of substance and have standards and you're not just looking for a situationship, unfortunately, this is what a lot of women are looking for, because they want to become these boss chicks. They want to build up businesses and make a lot of money, but they want it to look like they're doing it themselves. So they want to use you, sometimes not really call it what it is, but that's what they want. It's like they don't really want to say what it is because they think it looks bad. But that's what a lot of these women are looking for. They want you to upgrade them. They want you to get them to a point where they can do it by themselves. They want you to finance their careers. They want you to pour in them, so to speak, so that they can flourish and thrive on their own. They want to be the dominant force. And the only way that they could do that is by using a man to build them up so that they can go off and be these boss chicks and move the way they want to move. This is why I say, if a woman could get a man to pour into her, to sponsor her, she don't really want a relationship. She doesn't want commitment. She doesn't want all of the things that would build a successful family. No, she wants to be the head of the household. She wants to be the boss chick. She wants to call the shots. She wants to have all the money to do whatever it is she want to do, while you stand in the gap and give her the funds to do it, while she promised to give you vagina. You want rich men to fund your lifestyle and your careers without the commitment. But then you see a lot of times, once they get it, and then when the men decide to stop pouring into them, they fall short. This is where you hear them say they're struggling with bills and it's too much, because they constantly need a man to pour into them. If one decides to stop, then they need another man to continuously do it, because then it's going to be difficult for them to maintain that, because they're not the ones who actually created the business in the first place or had the business savvy in the mind. They're just getting the resources to start something, to try it. And if it doesn't work, they still need more men to constantly pour into them, because it's hard for them to do it by themselves. So when women are out here talking about, we don't need men, we can do it all by ourselves, I call cap on that. I don't believe that is the case, because there are so many women who depend on men to fund their lifestyle. So listen, I want to hear your thoughts on this one. Comment, like, subscribe. Y'all chime in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are on this one, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.